Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2026, Week 2. And Rachel mentioned in her first week that she was going to try to do a lot of mass making this year, so that she would have stuff on hand for her journals. And I love that idea. And I'm really excited about this week as well, because I know that I will use this week's ephemera that we're going to make, kind of ephemera, whatever. It's large hinge pockets from one sheet of paper in my journals. And as a matter of fact, you know that I started the Handmaid Journal, and I wanted to make these for that as well. So I picked out some papers that I had printed. These right here are all from Cheryl Francis Art, actually. I might have more over there, but we're going to work on these. So I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and get my cutter just because it would be easier to do it this way. I want to see if I can cut. I have these all, when I print, you know, when you print, it makes a margin unless you print borderless, and I did not print these borderless. So I'm trying to get them in the right order so that the wider margin is on this side and the thinner on this side, so they would cut the same. So let's see what we can do. I want to try to cut this white off of here. Oh, it worked. Let's do the other side. In a roundabout way, I have made these before, but I don't think I thought of it the way Rachel did it on her challenge, where she did a whole bunch of steps, you know, kind of mass make. She did all the same steps. And so when she did these, it was like, oh my gosh, how easy. We could do a whole bunch. And and you know, you don't have to decorate until you go to put these in the journals that you're making. Look at that, how easy that was. Okay, so basically it's making a hinged pocket from this. And so I got to think if I can remember. So what she did is she took a sheet and she kind of folded it under like this. I hope I get this straight. A little bit off. Wow, Tommy, that's crazy. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay, she just folded it under like this, okay? And then she made what's going to end up being a pocket, and she didn't make it real large. Maybe about, I don't know. It's up to you how large you want to make it or how small, really. So she folded it like that. Then she took this and folded it in. And we're going to make a pocket at the top. So I think I'm going to fold it not quite all the way to the fold. So then we have this. And she did that to all her papers first. I think I'm going to use this one, and possibly this one for the Handmaid's Journal. Okay, and then we turn this up. And, you know, the smaller you make this piece, the wider this piece will end up being. I'm so excited about this. It was like I had made the decision last year when I participated in her challenge that I was not going to make something if I didn't think I would use it, that I just wouldn't participate that week. And I held true to myself, and I enjoyed the challenge so much. And I decided to do the same thing this year because I just love her work, Rachel's work. I just love it. And so far, the first 2 weeks I've absolutely loved. This one a little smaller. I'm turning these around because I'm right-handed, and it makes it easier for me. And a lot of these you'll want to maybe think about it if you're going to, like, this is a paper that's orientated. This is right side up, so you kind of have to decide what side you're going to use it on in a journal. That's up to you. I'm thinking I want to, this would be my pocket, and this would be my fold in, like that. I don't know, something like that. If there's no right side up, you know, if it's, then you can use it on either side of a page. But in this case, you'd want this to be your pocket, okay? So it would actually go on a page like this. Anyways, it doesn't really matter, honestly. Let's see. So what Rachel did is she just folded all of hers, and then she went back and she glued and cut her thumb notches. Is that what you call them? Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna get my glue book here. And the first thing she did was just glued this piece down here with her glue stick on all of them. Wait till you see how easy these are. So I better do it this way. So cool. And when you have to make the decision about what direction is when we go to glue the next part. This part doesn't really matter. So, how is everybody today? The holiday's over. I waited till the Epiphany on the 6th and then took my Christmas decorations down. So we have actually I have an easel in it's an old easel I got. My neighbor had it in his garage, and it's not a fancy easel by any means. It actually almost looks like somebody made it by hand. And I have it sitting in the corner in my living room. And so depending on the holiday, I take my artwork and I will change out the pictures on that easel. So for Christmas, of course, I had my Santa piece of art that I made. It was Santa Claus. And on like Halloween, I made a witch. This is in my mixed media days. And so I change the pictures out. When it's not a holiday, I just try to pick an artwork that I really would like to look at for a while. But it's nice because I can keep changing out the art and just put something different on the easel all the time. Okay, so now this next part is where you kind of have to decide what direction it's going to go in a journal. So what I need is a journal. And I'm going to pull one of these out just to use, because I'm going to use these in this journal somewhere. If we can find a blank page, and then I would know how it's going to go. I do this. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so this is why I said that. This is what you have to know. Let me make sure that that's probably, oh, I might like it on this page. What's on the other side? Oh, another door. That's okay. So I could do it this way as well. But this is how you have to know right side up and upside down. I think I like it on the first side. Where was it? Where was it? There we go. So I like it like this, I think. It doesn't really matter. It's going to cover up that door either way. Actually, I could put it on one of these gold pages. That won't hurt either. That'd be kind of cool. So anyways, that's when you have to know right side up or wrong side. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a thumb notch in here. I'm hoping that I can just use my circle punch. And if I, okay, put this up here. If I measure, so this is about 8 1/4. So I want about 4 1/16. So 4 1/16. So I'm looking at right here being about the center. So I'm going to try to put a little thumb notch in there, right about there. You could just eyeball it if you want, but you know me. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to that. And then, depending on what side you're going to use it on, okay? So if we take this and put it, we're going to glue this down. So if this was like this, which it's, then we want to make this the top. So we're going to put it on this gold page, wherein this is the top as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put a thumb notch up there. And we're just going to kind of eyeball it here. Okay. So we've got our thumb notches. And I want to do the same to this one because I know it's going to go in the same, it's going to go in one of these journals. So I want it to be the same as this one. So we want to, I'm starting on the 10 because it's easier for me to count like that. So I'm about 4 1/4. So right about here. Okay. And then we want, if this one pocket is on this side, we want our thumb notch up here at the top. Perfect. Let's do the next one. We're just going to guess here, I think. Oh, I hope. Not that it really makes a difference. I mean, I could put a thumb notch down at the bottom. Who cares, really? Sometimes I do. Okay, and then right up here at the top. And then I think what I'm going to do with, well, this is a particular way. It's a directional piece of paper. So you kind of have to, I mean, if you want it to be upright, it kind of has to be like this. So it's going to be opposite from these other ones. Okay. Like that. And again, I used full sheets of paper that I cut the white off. You could use a partial, like a half a page, and make it the same thing, okay? So let's see. This one, I'm not sure if it's directional. Let me look at those flowers. Yeah, I think it kind of needs to go this way. So we're going to go ahead and make our, just looking at this rose is kind of pointing up. I don't know, these are pointing that way, but it does, looks like it needs to go this way. So again, that only makes a difference if they're directional. Okay, got those. Then what Rachel said is you need to use a liquid glue. Don't use double-sided tape, which you might be tempted to do with these, because she said out of experience, and I've never done it, she did it, that when you use double-sided tape, sometimes what you go to put in the pocket here gets stuck on the tape if there's any little tiny bit in there. So basically what you're going to do here is you're going to just, yes. Okay, so all we're going to do here is glue this right here. And this right here, okay? We want to, so we're gluing the bottom and this edge. Okay, we don't want to do anything with this piece right yet because we don't know how it's going in, you know, like what journal it's going to go in. You don't, there's nothing to glue here. So this one piece pretty much is done unless you want to distress it or something. Okay, we're going to do the same to this one. So we want to glue down this side right here with that nice steady hand that I don't have. Across the bottom, just to our fold. Okay. There we go. How cool is that? These are so easy, and I could really see where you could just make a whole bunch of these. Mass make, that's what she said. I love it, Rachel, thank you. I think that we should, I'll check the clock when I'm done gluing. We should have time to put these in our journals, in my journal. Possibly decorate. And some, Rachel has all kinds of papers that are Italian and French and have a lot of graphics on them. So some she didn't even decorate. These I think would need to be decorated, but I'm not sure that I would do that just at this time. We'll just get them in on our signatures. How cool is this though? Like so easy. Can you imagine having these all in your stash ready to go? Amazing. Like I said, I wasn't going to participate in anything I wouldn't use, but this one, I could sit and do these all day. Pick different papers. They're so easy to make. There. Okay. Roxy's weekly challenge, week 2. Large hinge pockets from 1 sheet of paper. So now as a little bonus, we're going to take these 3 Okay, these are going to go in my stash. I needed one for my idea book as well. And we're going to go ahead and put these in the signatures for this Handmaid Journal that we're working on. Let me see how much time we have. Okay, we got time. So in here, we thought we would put it on this page right here. So let's take one, and we will, if we put it here, I have to look because remember these pages were cut down and I think that it'll fit perfect. I might want to trim a little tiny bit off. So I'm going to take just a smidge off of the bottom of this. I didn't think about that before, but that means that we're going to have to check and see if I need to re-glue this, and I don't. It's good. And that's good. Let's look at these other ones that I want to probably take a little bit off as well. And literally, I'm just taking a little smidgen. See if we need to take any. Nope, that one's good too. So these were glued. I must have glued up a little higher than I thought. So now I'm pretty sure these will just fit here. Okay, so let's take this page out, and I want this to go like this. Oh, that's perfect, because look, if I put along the bottom, oh, that's perfect. Love it. Okay, so we know that we want this to flip out, so we're going to have to put our glue here, here, and here. The glue that I don't know where, oh, I did. Wasn't sure what I did with it. So I want to put glue here, here, and here. And can you see that? No, because I wasn't on camera. Right on the bottom like that and right up. Okay. Then we want to take this page. I have to do it backwards. And we're going to lay it right here to right there. Okay, and if I did it right, then it should go like this. This should flip out. Oh, we like it. Flip in, turn it this way, and we've got a pocket that's not sticking. Oh, you know why? Because it's got that gold on there. I'll bet it doesn't want to stick to the gold. Let me put a little extra glue on there. It may not want to stick to the gold part of that paper. Let me see if the top part's stuck. I didn't even think of that. Oh yeah, that part's stuck. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't put enough glue on. So now, when we get to this page, it'll flip out, and this will have a pocket. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put this one aside and let it dry. And the next one, I think I'll, oh, I can't put it that way. What if we do the back side? So that it's like this. I kind of like that. And we're cut good. So Okay. So let's see if we can figure out how we want to decorate these. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, like I said, these are going to go in my stash. I don't know what we have to decorate with. Let me look. Well, I'm going to put you on pause and I'm going to look for some things to decorate with, and then I will be right back. I'm back and I'm surrounded by all kinds of stuff that I pulled out. But I thought I would just try to work on one piece at a time. And I have a whole bunch of pieces of things here. I found a piece of fabric that I thought was kind of cool. I don't know. I found some of these. I'm not sure I want to put a cabbage in there. Maybe not so much these. I like that and. It's like a hat or a basket, a shell. Cabbage, that's kind of different, huh? I don't know if we could do anything to change that. I'm not sure. But then I was looking at this. This is like a little pocket that I thought would be cool. And maybe so we would have a pocket up here, right? A pocket here. Then it's a flip out like that. And then you've got your pocket over here. And I thought that would be kind of cute. But anyway, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, something like that. I found this, which I absolutely love, this bird. I'm not sure what it would go best on, maybe on this one. Let's pull this out because this is kind of... I'm going to move these over. Let's pull this one out and see what we got. I really like this bird. And I have some odd things here. Like I have this piece that we could put on here. Not liking that. I have clocks that I thought would be cool. Where's the 12? We did something like that on there. And then of course I have all the standbys. I have Luisa's kind of like that. Just like that. Easy enough. Kathy, I know you're giving me suggestions, but I put this video up before I get your suggestion. Kathy always has really good ideas for me. So we're going to go ahead and distress this because I already like this one. But what I want to do with this also is I want to scrumple it up a little bit and distress, you know, like that. I want it to make it look crumply. And also the other thing that I learned, I can't remember now, I said it in one of the other videos, it might have been from Crafty by Tony. She said if you really distress a lot in one area, it looks like, look at that, it just makes a big difference if you accentuate sometimes. And I thought that's pretty cool. It was a really good idea. I use it a lot. So okay, and then we need to do the clock as well. These clocks are on, I printed them on label paper because I had to have labels for my inks. So they are on label paper, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is I want to figure out 12 is right there. Put this one. Do I want to put it down here or do I want to put it up here by the clock? Do I want to move the clock up? Put this right there. I kind of like that, but I like, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe like that, something like that. So the first thing we're going to do is glue down this piece. And I hope I'm in camera. Let me stand up and see. pretty much as long as I glue right here, and I'm going to use a glue stick for that. This was such a cool idea from Rachel. I just loved it. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is we want to figure out where this bird's going to go. Kind of needs to sit diagonal, so the clock needs to sit maybe, I'd like to have it I really like this right here though. It covers up this part of the branch, I think. So should we move the clock? No, maybe. Oh my goodness. What I don't want to do is cover up too much of that writing. So what if we... I hate to put him totally down at the bottom though. So I want the clock right there. I'm going to put the clock there and then we'll decide. And the clock, oh, it's on a sticker, so I can just peel that off. Perfect. And we just need to make sure we put 12 up. There's 12. Put that right there. That's on, so no matter what we decide, that's already on. Thinking we might like, I think I like that. So I think I can do this with my glue stick. Make sure I have them on the right side. Yes, I do. Okay. And this is printed out on vellum. I can't remember why I did that, but I did. Now he's down and we can't take him off. Okay, so he's on vellum. Pretty cool. And then we'll put our 112 right there. And this is cardstock. So I want to use my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I always, for all last year, I used art glitter glue. And my art glitter glue got like really watery. So I ended up mixing some tacky glue in with it. And it's workable. I have it up here, but it's workable. But it does take a little bit longer. It's not a quick acting anymore. Glue. I love that. Look. Beautiful. Okay, one down. I'm going to put this aside and bring this one. Or do I want to do this one next? No, I think I'll do that one. And I really do like the idea of the pocket. So I think I'm just going to do that and maybe find... Oh, I just really love this flower though. Oh. No. I have all those birds up there. I have these birds too, kind of cool. But I don't think they'll show up very well on there. But I do like this pocket. And I don't know, I think I may just go with this flower and look for something to tuck behind it. So let's see what we have for these clocks. I have a lot of them. Oh, that's kind of cool. If that's 12, goes right there. Oh, that one's pretty cool too. And I don't know what the heck this is. It's 60 and 5, 10. see what else we have. We have this one, which is, where's 12? It's like this. Oh, I like that one. I'm going to go with that one because I like it. I don't know what it is, maybe the shade of it or something. So we want to distress this. And what I think I might do is I might move the pocket up a little bit, because if I do this, then I could put this along the bottom, and I really would love to add gold to that. I'm going to cut that and we're going to commit. Well, not that way, we're not going to, sorry. Okay. Okay, so I need first my craft glue. Anyways, what I ended up doing with, I think I mentioned in a different video, it might be one that I've already scheduled for ahead, but I did get a gift card, not a gift certificate, $100 gift card, gift certificate, whatever, gift from Kirk for Dick Blick. And I ordered some distress oxides and I ordered PVA glue. Oh, this is a sticker. Cool. I ordered some PVA glue, so I might replace my art glitter glue. Where's 12? My art glitter glue. What's in there with the tacky glue, once I've used that, I might replace that with the PVA glue. I want this flower to be all the way on there, so. And I'm going to see how that works, because I think I also have bookbinding glue, and I think that's what Louisa Heinzel uses, is for everything, bookbinding glue. It's not inexpensive though. However, it is a very strong glue, so I don't know. You know, when you get in the habit of using certain things, it's hard to trade and change. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this like right, it can hang off, I guess, off the bottom a little bit, right? No big deal. I love that too. Okay, so there's number 2. And then number 3. I don't know what I want to do. I really do like those, but oh, they go this way. I don't know. I got moss, but I like the idea that that's something a little different that we haven't used. I'm liking these, but I don't like them with that. Let me just keep looking a minute. Oh, look at that. But it's got blue. Well, as much as I like these, I think they're a little bit too cutesy. So let's not do that. I like what's on there. And then let's look at our standbys, which are, oh, what? We could. I kind of like that. These are just some wings that I cut in half from something else. Oh, Tommy, make up your mind. Kathy, what are you screaming at me? No, I'm just joking. Let me just look in here. These are my standby. I just love them. Okay, definitely going to go with that. I'm going to put this one aside. And I think the moth is the way to go. Let's see what we can do for background. Something a little smaller. I really do like these ones that have the writing like on the bottom of them. Or this one. Let me see. This one has the same colors. I like it. That's it. Holy macaroni, Batman. Okay, so we know right off the bat that this should be a label. So we can put, oh, but I have to distress it. So let's distress around the outside a little bit. Just because I kiss cut these, I don't fussy cut. Especially, you got numbers right at the edge. I can't deal. Okay, and I think this one I wanted to put the 60 and the 5, almost like that's kind of the middle. So I'm going to go like this. Okay. Then we want this one. I'm going to use this glue just because this is a little heavier paper. I think it was like a scrapbooking paper, so it feels like it's about a 65 pound paper, not cardstock, but text. And when something's a little heavier, I want to use a little heavier glue. Get up on screen, Tommy, here. Okay, and then we want maybe like that. I like it. I tend to start working my way down closer right here, down this way, because it's like where I can see the best. That's what it is. It's where I can see the best. Okay, and I think I want to put some black thread back there. I hope all this decorating isn't taking too much time. Okay, I'm going to clean up and let's go back to what we did. This is actually not supposed to be working on our journals as much as I wanted to show you how these pockets that Rachel showed us would fit in a journal, but that works for us, right? So I'm going to put the journals back. Okay, to show you how it's a flip out. The pocket here, I haven't made any tags or cards to go in it. We decorated the front, and then we've got a pocket right here. And that's the same for all three. And then our extra ones that we made are right here. Are they cool or what? So there you go. It's mass making week 2 of Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2026, large hinge pockets from 1 sheet of paper. And I love this idea. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers, past, present, and future. If you'd like to join our community, please do. I'd appreciate having you here. It helps if you push the bell if you want to see when I upload new material. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Rachel, for sharing this wonderful idea. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.